Another Clon adventure. On this trip, we're going to head from Alice Springs to Finke. We'll be stopping at Redbank Waterhole, Rainbow Valley, Stuarts Well Roadhouse, Henbury Meteor site, then the famous Chambers Pillar, before heading down to Kulgera. We'll then head out to Lamberts Centre of Australia before finishing in Finke. We always choose to stay at the McDonald Ranges Discovery Park, which has great facilities. Whilst in Alice Springs, we choose the automotive studio to give the car a quick service and check out a loose steering arm. We leave Alice Springs and head to Redbank Waterhole, which is approximately 73 kilometres and should take about an hour. I didn't get up to Lawrence Gorge, but I would have liked to. It's only 23 kilometres and it was highly recommended. I'll get to do it next time. We head back down the highway towards Rainbow Valley, which is about 45 kilometres. There's 2 free campgrounds here at Rainbow Valley, and each site has a fireplace and there's drop toilets. We jump back on the highway and head to Stuarts Well Roadhouse and Caravan Park, which is 42.5 kilometres and takes about 40 minutes. After a quick break, we keep heading south to the Henbury Meteor, which is approximately 54 kilometres from Stuarts Well Roadhouse and should take about 32 minutes. Here's a great map from Alice Springs to Uluru. It shows the whole area and the things you can go and see. The Henbury Meteorite split into several pieces as it sped through the atmosphere. The 4 larger pieces excavated the craters here. Each was only about the size of a 200-litre fuel drum. Scientists believe this happened approximately 4,000 years ago, and the meteorites were traveling at a speed of 40,000 kilometers an hour. You certainly don't need a $200,000 caravan and four-wheel drive to see this great country. We jump back onto the Stuart Highway and head north for about 28 kilometers, and then we're going to turn right to Maryvale. The Hugh River Stock Route is a pretty easy road and is very scenic. From Henbury Meteor to Chambers Pillar is 191 kilometers and should take you about 5 hours. You cross the Garn Railway track. This railway track takes you from Adelaide to Alice Springs and then on to Darwin. When you come to the T intersection, you'll turn right and go to Maryvale Station. Make sure you stop in at the Rodinga rail siding. I didn't do this, but it's worth seeing. This road is the old Garn Railway, and we'll head straight to Finke. Here you'll turn off at Tajinka and head out to Chambers Pillar. If you're carrying a trailer of any sort, you've got quite a hill climb here and it's quite slippery. John McDowell Stuart first recorded Chambers Pillar in April 1860 whilst travelling north on his first attempt to cross Australia. He named it after James Chambers, one of his South Australian sponsors. Until the coming of the railway in the 1920s, the pillar was a landmark in the desert on the long overland journey from Adelaide to Alice Springs. Many of those early travellers have left a record of their visit in the soft white sandstone, including John Ross and Alfred Giles, both in 1870. There's only one road in and one road out from Chambers Pillar, and you've got to tackle this hill again. We make our way back to the highway and head to Kulgera. Kulgera Roadhouse is 19 kilometres from the Northern Territory and South Australian border. From Kulgera Hotel Roadhouse to Lamberts Centre of Australia is approximately 141 kilometres and should take just under 3 hours. You turn left off the Finke Road into Lamberts, and she's quite a rough and narrow road, so be wary if you're towing. There hasn't been much maintenance done out here, and that toilet's pretty busted up, so make sure you bring a shovel. We leave Lamberts, Centre of Australia, and head to Finke. It's 34.5 kilometres and should take about just over an hour. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Our next trip will be heading from Finke down to Mount Dare and then across the Simpson Desert.